Assalamu alaikum everyone, and today in this video we're going to learn the main difference between phrase and clause. So we're going to just differentiate these two words, phrase and clause, and learn the main difference between phrases and clauses. So when it comes to phrases, the definition would be a group of words, okay? A group of words that makes sense but not complete sense. So a group of words that make sense but not a complete sense is known as a phrase. For an example, on a wall. In this group of words, on a wall, it makes sense, like wall er opore, right? On a wall. But does it make complete sense? It doesn't, right? On a wall doesn't make a complete sense. Like wall er opore ki ache? There comes a question. একটা প্রশ্ন জাগতেই পারে ওয়ালের উপর কি আছে so it doesn't make a complete sense. It just says on a wall. So this is a phrase, okay? A phrase is a part of a sentence. এটা একটা বাক্যের একটা অংশ on a wall, but it does not make complete sense. এটা আপনাকে বলে না completely কোনো কিছু বলে না এটা সম্পর্কে. Look at this sentence. The sun rises in the east. Here the red marked one in the east is a phrase of this sentence because it doesn't make complete sense. It is a part of a sentence that doesn't make complete sense but makes sense in the east. So it's a phrase. Alright, in these two sentences, he has a beautiful garden. Where we can see that beautiful garden is the phrase of this sentence. But what about the second sentence? He has a garden which is beautiful. So in the first sentence, we see that a beautiful garden, which is a phrase, but in the second sentence, we see which is beautiful, where which is the subject and is beautiful is the predicate. So we can see that which is beautiful, there's a subject and also a predicate. So it's making complete sense, right? Because we know that a sentence has mainly two parts, subject and the predicate. Subject is the thing I talked about in my previous video, which is when you name something or someone, and when you add something about that person or someone, যখন কিছু সাবজেক্ট সম্পর্কে যোগ করা হয় কোনো তাকে আইডেন্টিফাই করার জন্য, দেন ওই অংশটাকে বলা হয় প্রেডিকেট. তো সাবজেক্ট হচ্ছে যেটা যার সম্পর্কে কথা বলা হচ্ছে, যেটা সম্পর্কে অথবা, আর প্রেডিকেট হচ্ছে সেই সম্পর্কে কি বলা হচ্ছে, কি নিউ ইনফরমেশন অ্যাড করা হচ্ছে, সেটাই হচ্ছে তার প্রেডিকেট. So here we see that which is the subject and beautiful is the predicate part of this sentence. So now this is known as a clause. Why? Because a clause is a part of a sentence that contains at least one verb and one subject. That means here we see one subject and the predicate, and the verb is always in the predicate part of the sentence. So is here, we can see it. So this is a clause, which is beautiful. So a clause, if we want to give a definition, then we can say a group of words, you see, which is beautiful. তিনটা word এখানে. So a group of words that forms a part of a sentence. So these three words are forming a part of a sentence, which the whole sentence is he has a garden which is beautiful. So these three words are forming a part of a sentence, and which has at least one subject, that is which, and one predicate is beautiful. Predicate means that mainly one verb. You can also say which contains at least one subject or one verb. That is known as a clause. তো একটা clause হতে হলে তার at least one subject লাগবে and one verb. In this case, we see is the verb and which is the subject. So we can call this আমরা এটাকে বলতে পারি একটা clause কারণ এখানে at least one verb আছে. So I hope you understood the main difference between a phrase and a clause. And that was it. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.